Good morning, dear students. I am Revan Siddhappa MB, Assistant Professor, Government First Grade College, Twentieth, Davanagere. Welcome to session number 4. Program BA, Optional English, 6th semester, 9th paper, Elective, 20th Century Literatures, first. See, in this session, the learning objectives are like this. Student must appreciate the poem The Hollow Man. And in this recapitulation, during the last session, we have discussed the second epigraph related to this poem, that is the old Guy Fawkes and related issues. Guy Fawkes was a Catholic who had plotted to blast the king, including the parliament and all those things. However, he was being arrested, imprisoned and burnt later on. Due to celebration of such event, the children of England have collected are going to collect the penny for the preparation of the effigy of Guy Fawkes, and by that night they burn it by the deafening cracker sound. So that shows that Guy Fawkes effigy is meant to burn to ashes. Such is the condition of the Halloween warrior, who are spiritually dead and who are prone to what we call uh, life of inaction, and they are meant for passivity. And Halloween and their features that we have discussed in the last session is that they are the hollow men. They themselves declare they are the hollow men, and they are the stuffed men, and their heads are filled not with the brain but with the straw. It is the useless thing, and it is thrown to the animals to eat it up. And their brains or the heads have such stuff. Okay, so that is the thing here. These hollow men do not have any ideas, any intelligence. Okay, so that is noticed in this first section of the poem, and they themselves declare this, and their voices are actually not clear. Whatever they speak meaningless things, and they speak as something is heard when the wind blows. It means to say it is meaningless. That is being said here. And they also declare one more thing, missing essentials of them. Coming to this point, four important features are being described. To be a human being, there must be some essential characteristic features, but they missed these, like that shape without form, shade without color, paralyzed force, gesture without motion. So this is the description of the Alaman. They missed these things. They miss form, they miss color, they have force, but it is being paralyzed. Okay, and it is inactive, and they have gesture without motion. So these are the missing essentials that we have discussed during the last session. Now let us go further. The second section of this poem. See, the second section begins like this: eyes I dare not meet in dreams, in death's dream kingdom. Look at these two lines. During the first section of the poem, we come to know that death's other kingdom, it may be directly reference to a heaven, but here death's dream kingdom. So it is said to be the unreal. It may be hell or purgatory, like that. See, these hollow men who are full of sleep, even in their sleep they have dreams, and even in their dreams they are not ready to face the eyes. And it is a torturous experience for these people, because God's eyes are always watching the human actions, and he could understand whether he has done something good or bad, but because of that reason these people are not ready to face the eyes. It may be the eyes of the Charon, who transports them to the other world. Okay, so according to their deeds they have done on earth, their souls are transferred by Charon according to Greek myth. Okay, so you could understand, but these people, these hollow men, are not ready to see the eyes either the god, either of the gods, either of or of the Charons, or of the people who are already there in that kingdom. See, these do not appear. There, the eyes are sunlight on a broken column. See, the poem runs like this. But here it is made very clear their eyes are full of dreams and shadows during the wakeful hours. And here, these hollow men sees the sunlight on a broken column. It is a metaphorical line, and it is very important line in this poem as a whole. See, the eyes are sunlight on broken column. See, broken column represents are the symbol of Greek and Roman architecture and culture. See, it represents that thing. See, after the First World War, uh, it also amounts to be the European culture. See, after the First World War, that European culture was almost broken. The God's eyes are the sunlight. Sunlight means it represents God. Um, God, God's eyes are the sun rays are spread on the broken columns. Look at this thing. He is simply watching that broken columns of the European culture, which is dilapidated to the least, and there is no point of rejuvenating it. Okay, so that is the point here, and he is telling this thing. There is a tree swinging, and the voices are in the wind singing, more distant and more solemn than the fading star. See, uh, now look at these lines. Even the trees are able to make some sound. Okay, but the human voice is almost compared to the winds. That is to say, it is meaningless. These hollow men's speeches and the communication is not at all understood by anyone else. Such is their communication. They fail to communicate anything to anybody, and they are not ready to face the eyes of others. Such is the condition of these hollow men, because they are spiritually divided. Some critics opine that this poem is actually a epilogue to the. They says, let me be no nearer in death's dream kingdom. It is to say, these people are not ready to die at all. They are not ready to die at all. They are not, they are ready to, they wish not to face death, but they cling to life of inaction. And it is, in other words, is said to be the death in life. And instead of dying, they want to wear and confuse even the god and someone else, or the eyes of other people who have already died. See, here he has given three important comparisons how they try to disguise themselves. Point number one is such deliberate disguise as rat's coat, crow skin, crossed staves in a field behaving as the wind behaves. It is a wonderful comparison ever made. See, here these people, hollow men, want to evade their existence by wearing the rat's fur. Remember, rat is the symbol of disease, and the crow skin, it is the symbol of death, and crossed staves, it is said to be the wooden poles, dead wooden poles on which the effigies are hanged. See, these people try to wear these, and on the crossed staves in a field behaving as the wind behaves without any direction. The wooden poles are twisting and turning along with it. They want to move hither and thither when the wind moves. Such is the condition of these people, and it is totally pathetic, and this is not to be noticed here. Not that final meeting in the Twilight Kingdom. Look at this thing. Twilight Kingdom is the reference to the place between purgatory and heaven. Here, God watches the eyes of those dead people and their souls. You could immediately judge whether they are suitable for heaven or hell or purgatory, whatever it is. See, these people are not ready to face that judgment also. That is what is being said in this stanza. Now let us go to the third section of this poem. Here the description of the death's other kingdom is exclusively made here. This is the dead land, this is the cactus land, here the stone images. The poem continues like this. See, they have made this land a dead land because they are spiritually divided. They are spiritually divided, and they have made it a wasteland or the barren land. And this is the cactus land. Cactus is a plant which grows only in the desert lands, and they have made this land a desert land. It is unproductive. Look at this thing. See, these people have made this land like this, and instead of praying the God, they are praying these stone images. Once again, biblical reference is made here. See, in Bible, Israelites, instead of praying the God, they prayed the stone images, for which God has punished them later on. And this is being seen in the Bible. And these hollow men, being made this land a wasteland, they are begging those gods, begging those idols with the dead man's hands. Look at this thing. They are actually living. They are not dead, but here dead man's hand. The phrase is used by the poet T.S. Eliot here. See, they have, even though they are living, but they have the hands like the dead man's hands, and they are begging, but it is of no use. And under the twinkle of a fading star, of course, they are trying to pray those gods, those idols, but idols cannot have any life and they cannot bless anything else. And hence, even the star is the symbol of hope, but unfortunately, that star is fading here in this stanza. That is to say, these people have no redemption at all. So, this is what is being said in this what we call stanza. And it is the kingdom on earth also. Look at this thing. Death's dream kingdom, death's other kingdom. See, the death has made its kingdom on the earth also, because they are spiritually dead. They worship stone images and modern wasteland. See, this is the thing here. And when after the First World War, the world has almost broken its columns, its culture, especially the European culture, and due to the invention of science and technology, there is the disbelief in religion, religious myths, and all those things, and the people are prone to some animality. So that this poem is the most relevant one for inspiring the people to go towards the spirituality. See, this is what is being said in this session. Now let me go further. They are guided not by spirituality but by fading star. Yes, that I told you, they prayed with dead hands. They woke up alone and tremble. See, even in their dreams, they are not sleeping properly. And they feel to kiss but are unable. Instead, they say prayers to the broken stones they made on earth's, death's other kingdom. So, this is the end of this session. Thank you.